I'm just gonna open it up, make sure everything's looking good. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in...
What up, peeps? We back. George here again with TxSmky. And on this video here, I'm gonna show y'all how to cook this one's a 22.23 pound brisket. It's a prime brisket and it's a whole packer. So once I start trimming it, of course I'm gonna lose some weight. It's mostly gonna be some fat, but I'm fixing to open this up, get her cleaned up, and I'll be using today the pork and chicken rub. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic and a little bit of extra salt, but other than that, here she is. Here's a proof. TxSmky could cook a 20-pound brisket, 1 bag of lump charcoal. I'll be back. Bye. Well, peeps, here she is. She's opened up, she's cleaned up. I rinsed her off. And there's a proof. That's a big hunk of meat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This will be the first time I cook something in a TxSmky over 20 pounds. But I got faith. So what I like to do to start, on the lean side, that I call the lean side, where the fat cap is on the bottom, so I call this the lean side, I start trimming, okay? And the way I trim for, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've never done a competition cook, so I'm not even gonna pretend how to clean this up for competition, because I don't do competitions. I've always just cooked these briskets for the wife and kids and for the family members. If the people who know me understand that I come from a big family, I got a lot of siblings. To be exact, I've got 5 sisters and 2 brothers. And by the grace of God, we're all still here. We're still kicking it. And we're all doing well. But we could always do better. But anyways, back to the point. So whenever I trim a brisket, I don't trim for competition. I wouldn't even know how to start trimming for competition. But if any of y'all out there watching this video and know how to trim for competition, well, hit me up. Comment. Let me know how it's done. How it's done right. You never know. You know, I might show up and do a cook with you one day. Y'all don't be shy now. Y'all comment. If y'all see I'm doing something wrong or something different, or y'all know of a better way, let me know. And don't be a hater. Don't come up saying all this stupid, silly stuff, because I won't even answer it. So if you know me, the people who personally know me, no, I don't stand for silly stuff. So if you come at me right, I'll do my best to answer your questions. But again, this is not a competition cook. This is just, I'm fixing to clean this up. And after it comes out, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make tacos. So that's just how we roll here in my house. So I'll try to clean it. I don't get too fancy, you know what I mean? So I'll clean as much as I can on this side. And then here, this hunk of fat is gone. This is pure fat. And I'll just trim till I see the lean part coming back out, and I'll just work my way out of it. There it is. So if I was to guess, heck, this piece here alone is a pound. You know? And just clean it how you like it, you know what I mean? Again, this is me cleaning it for here, for the house. I don't know what the correct terminology is, but I think I want to get the most yield out of it. I think that's what they call it. And if I'm wrong, it's all right, let me know. Let me know. See, I'm like a restaurant here. I try to use as much as I can out of it. But I don't like it greasy either. Like all this fat in here. Y'all see, once it's done, then I trim it. Once I butcher it up, for it's either chopped or slices. I usually do everything chopped, you know. Here on this back side, you got this, you know, ugly side that's, I guess, been in the freezer the longest, exposed. And I'll just trim that off. Get some of this nice clean meat back on here. I'm just cleaning it, making it as nice as I can, where it'll cook even. See all this fat here that's looking yuck? Well, I trim it off. Look at there. You start exposing the layers of fat in here, how thick the fat cap is. See all that? Right there is 90% of it fat. That's all right, that won't go to waste. Again, this is a trim for here for the house, because even if they paid me to do a competition trim, I wouldn't know how. But it's alright, because it's all good. You know, friends and family who come over will try this later today. They're not going to care how I butchered it up, as long as the flavor's there. So, boom, look at there. A bunch more fat coming off. Alright, I'm thinking I'm liking this side already. It's not too bad. Alright, I'm fixing the flipper. Let's see what we have on the back side. Alright, here's a fat, what I call the fat side. And alright, let's start butchering her up. Bro, look at all that fat. And for me personally, there's no right or wrong way to trim it. I mean, you just try to trim it the best you can. You know, I personally do my best to try to leave a little quarter inch layer of fat on here. You know? But you know, once they come in here and, you know, and look at it and I chop it, shoot, they don't care. They're not gonna care what it looked like prior. I'll trim some of this off here. See that? And I'll just take my time. I mean, it's an art, really. I mean, the people who do this day in and day out, I bet you they'll see this video and say, man, look at this guy, it's so silly. There's better ways. Well, is there? Show me, hit me up. Don't just be talking noise. I know all them haters be like, dude, there's a better way of doing it. You're such a dodo. Whatever. This is how I rock. This is the way I like to do it. You know? I'll just trim the closest I can to 1/4 of an inch of fat on it. Again, this is not a competition cook. All right, this is for family and friends. There's some boxing match going on tonight, and I needed footage for the TxSmky Father's Day special. And these are my bragging rights here. You know what I mean? This is what I like to hang my hat on and say, hey, with a TxSmky, you don't need a pickup to cook a brisket, you know? Because usually, traditionally, cooking a brisket requires, well, most people use an offset cooker. And if I was to guess, percentage-wise, I'd say 90% of y'all out there use an offset cooker to cook a brisket. And if you don't have an offset cooker, well, you got to buy one, naturally. Well, if you buy one and you ain't got a pickup, well, that'll put you a little bit of a bind. You know, you got to be calling family and friends, hey, man, Super Bowl's around the corner. I want to cook a brisket, but I need to go buy one. I need to go buy an offset cooker because I don't have one. So with the TxSmky, you don't need a pickup. I'm fixing to prove it to y'all right here. All you need is a want. You just gotta want to cook a brisket. You just gotta want to be cool. Because in my book, if you want to be cool, you gotta learn how to cook a good brisket. Not just cook one, it's gotta be good. And if you get yourself a TxSmky with the TxSmky pork and chicken rub, the odds are in your favor, homeboy. And I ain't shy about that. I will not be shy about it. Because truth be told, the reason I haven't came out with my rubs any earlier, because my beef one was I still wasn't, you know, 100% sold on it. You know, but my daughter, oh my gosh. Now, oh my gosh, she's who I go to my final taste. Oh my gosh, has good taste buds. She understands what it's supposed to taste like. So if she says it's good enough, Dad, send it. Well, guess what? I send it. So it won't be long. It won't be long now. Well, anybody will be able to get yourself a TxSmky beef or TxSmky pork and chicken rub. What you can see, I'm about done trimming this one, and it's looking pretty good, really. It don't look too bad other than it's flat, but I was gonna chop it down a little bit, but here it is. I mean, I think I'm getting there where I like her now. Yeah, I'd say that's 6-8 pounds. But anyways, here we are, folks. I'm pretty much happy with this now. Here on the point, I like to leave as little fat as I can on it, because this is my wife's favorite part. And she don't like it too greasy, so I gotta keep the wife happy. Somewhat. Somewhat. Not too much. Not too much. Like my dad always told me, a una mujer ni todo el dinero ni todo el amor. You gotta leave them wanting just enough. Might be good, it might be a bad idea, but anyways, there we are. There it is. I think I'm about done trimming this one. So as you can see, I left me, I guess on the fat side, if I was to guess, I left me about 60% of the fat on. And then on the lean side, you know, not much fat at all. I mean, I got this little fat here, but that ain't too bad. I just butcher that out of there. You know, there it is. She's looking pretty. All right, the way I like to put it on my TxSmky cooker first, I cook it with the lean side down. And I know some of y'all competition cookers, y'all swear, you're doing it wrong. The fat side's supposed to go down. Well, again, I don't do competition cooks. This is for me, my wife and kids, and family and friends. And we like to butcher it up and make tacos out of it. And y'all see that here a little bit later. So here at this point, I'm gonna add olive oil. Olive oil, just give her a nice thin layer of olive oil. And again, for me, this is what I use, olive oil. If I don't have olive oil, I'll use corn oil. If I don't use corn oil, if I don't have corn oil, I'll use what is it? Peanut oil. If I don't have peanut oil, I'll use whatever oil there's handy. But that's just the way I roll. So to start, I'm gonna put a light layer of salt. A nice even layer of salt. And when you add the salt, you want to make it look like a painting. You start on one end and make sure that nice even layers across the whole flesh. You know, a nice even layer of salt. And then for brisket, I personally like to add a little bit of extra, you know, garlic dust for me. That's just the way I roll. You don't have to. If you don't like garlic, well, don't put garlic on it. But I personally like to add a little bit of extra flavor to it, so that's where the extra garlic comes in for me. And then after that, we'll get this TxSmky beef and chicken rub. All right. This one's a new one. I gotta get this bad boy off. And again, you season the taste. I mean, if you like, you know, heavy seasoning, well, by God, put a heavy layer. You know what I mean? And again, a nice even layer all the way across. See that? Nice even layer. All right. So now she's coated. The next step I like to do, I like to just put a little bit of pressure on it. Let them seasonings adhere to that oil, that light layer of oil you put down. Just press it in there, massage it in there. Remember, you want people to come over. You want them to brag about your cooking. Believe it or not, I didn't believe it. But when people come to you and say, man, that was good, for some reason, it makes me tingle inside. Not in a crazy, sexual way. It's just a good feeling, you know. People like your food, you're like, yes, now I get it. Now I get all these chefs on TV. All right, here we go. I'm fixing to rinse my hands right quick. And the next step I'll do, and I season the lean side down first, the lean side first for a purpose. Because once it's seasoned, right? Once I season one side, I'm not gonna fool with it. I'm gonna grab my rack, my handy rack that I always use, and my pan. My rack and my pan. My wife gets mad at me because I leave my stuff everywhere. But heck, we don't have a commercial kitchen. We have a regular kitchen. Check this out. That was a gift I made for my wife years ago. That's how I got her to say I do. And when she said I do, I said, well, try it. And if I like it, I say I do too. But anyways, all right, here it is. All right, there's a brisket. The lean side is seasoned, and I'm fixing to put it on this rack, you know. Boom, there. So now that's on this rack, I'm gonna do the same. Same to this side, I'm gonna season it. So I'm gonna grab my trusty oil, put a nice layer of olive oil. You don't have to use olive oil. Some people like to use mustard. Some people like to use corn oil. Some people like to use, what's that other, ground stone mustard. But I roll simple. I like to roll with just regular olive oil. But anyways, I'm gonna get this side seasoned up and I'll be right back. Bye. Alrighty, here we go again. Here's a recap what has been done. I started trimming the lean side. Once I trimmed the lean side and got it the way I like it, then I flipped her and I trimmed the back, the fat side, the one I call the fat side, which should be obvious why. So after I trimmed the fat side, I flipped it back over and I used a little bit of olive oil, some salt, some little bit of garlic powder, and some beef and chicken TxSmky rub. I first seasoned the lean side for a purpose, because this is a way I'm gonna put it in the cooker. So once I seasoned the lean side, I flipped it, seasoned the fat side, and now at this point I let it rest here, because by the time I fire up TxSmky, it'll be about a 40 to 45 minute turnaround. So I'll let this rest, let this season and soak in the brisket for 45 minutes. So here in a second, I'm gonna take you outside and I'll show you once again how to fire up a TxSmky. Again, to start, this was a 22-pound brisket, and I'm gonna be honest, after I trimmed it, I guess it lost 6 to 8 pounds, but it's still a pretty good sized brisket. But anyways, let me take you outside and I'll show you what's next. Bye. What up, peeps? We back. It took me a little bit. I had to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing, but I'm back. I'm about 40 minutes late. But anyways, it's all right. The longer that seasoning stays on that brisket, the better flavor. I'm gonna show y'all how I clean this real quick. Same, take the grill grate off, set it aside, heat shield, set it aside, charcoal basket. Like I've told you on previous videos, I have my favorite tree that I like to, for whatever reason, this is the tree I chose to dump my ashes. I just do that, give it a quick scrape, boom. See, easy peasy. That's clean. Set this down. Here's my little handy tray. I set my tray there on the side, and I just go to just scraping these ashes and all this goo from all your barbecue that comes off of it. See, TxSmky is even easy to clean out. It's a wonderful day out here today. Nice and sunny. Not too hot, a little bit of breeze. Here it is. And just like that, TxSmky is clean, ready to rock and roll. All right, I'm gonna grab my basket. Same process, put the basket in there. Same. Grab the charcoal bag, tear the top of it off. All right. Again, I like to roll this in the shape of a burrito, just because. I set that on the very bottom. And get a little bit of lighter fluid. Soak the bag. Not a big deal. Then I'll grab this charcoal. Remember, right in the center. I pile it in the center. And then I'll even stack it. I even try to stack it in the center. For me, when I stack it and put it on in the center, it just burns. It helps for it to all to light quicker than the center's done and not the sides. I just pile it up, and you know, as much as I can. I'm not trying to build a house or nothing. I'm just make sure when it lights, it all gets burnt. It all lights. Again, I'm gonna soak it. Make sure everything's soaked. Give her a good soak. There it is. And make sure nothing got on the lens, because last time it got on the lens and then y'all couldn't see. All right. Now, same process. I'll grab my torch and we'll give her a light. I'll make sure I put the flame on the bottom, make sure that bag fires up, and that's it. All right, now we wait 30 to 40 minutes for that fire to get done. In the meanwhile, I'll bring this over to my favorite tree. And yes, I can use a bucket and a trash can, but this is just the way I roll. Again, here's my favorite tree. I clean all that grease that came off the pork loins last cook. Remember, on the last cook, those 2 pork loins, I cooked them using the same charcoal that I cooked the two whole chickens prior. So with TxSmky, I'm saving y'all money. You don't have to let that charcoal burn out. That TxSmky, you close them dampers, it'll choke that fire, and you'll be able to reuse that charcoal, no problem. So again, y'all don't forget, the main part of that fire is only gonna last 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's gonna just burn away. But don't panic, she's still gonna be on. You just gotta give her time, let her do what she does. And if you want, there's some of this charcoal back here to the side, you want to get her closer, well, just stack her up closer, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna let this charcoal get done, and I'll be back out here in 30 to 40 minutes. Here's the time, it's 1:47. I'll be back out here at 2:20. All right, I'll be back. Bye. What up, we back. Here it is. 90% of the coals is white. She ready. So now, and here's the time, 2:20, right on time. All right, so right now she is blistering hot. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spread these coals in my basket. Boom, just spread the coals in the basket. All right, spread all the coals in there. Try to get them all in the basket. All right, my wood chunks, my trusty wood chunks. I'm gonna put 4 of them today. 2. There's 3. There's 4. 4 pretty good sized wood chunks. You know what? I'm gonna put a 5th one just because. A small one. Really get some smoke. Alright. There are the wood chunks. We're gonna put the heat shield back on it. Watch her start blowing right away. Put my grill grate. I'm gonna close this up. Wait for her to get hot. She's wide open right now. I got everything wide open. And remember, peeps, when you're dealing with TxSmky, please always use gloves. The aluminum gets extremely hot when you're using it. All right, these nice handles will help you keep from getting burned up, but just be cautious and always use gloves. Again, this video is to show y'all the versatility of a TxSmky, from brisket to burgers, anytime, anywhere. You don't need a pickup any longer to take a 20-pound brisket, take it to a park or to a lake or to a buddy's apartment and cook a brisket. Okay, that's what this channel's for, to promote TxSmky. All right, so now, but before we keep going, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to do what I do. So thank you, God. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, so now we're gonna wait for this to get up to temp to about 300, and by the time but when she gets up to 300, we'll put that brisket in there. So I'll be back in about, I don't know, 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Bye. What up, we're back. Here it is. The temp has been 10 minutes. The temp is already at 350. So here, what I want to do, I want to choke her down right here. I'm going to choke her down about halfway. Same back here, halfway, and same right here, halfway. All right, so now that we got her choked down, I'm gonna give her a quick clean. What up, peeps? We back. It's been about 15 minutes and she's at 350. So what I did here, I choked her down already. I got about halfway here, halfway on this side, and halfway on top, and that'll help keep her at 350. So once she's at 350, open her up, clean the grill grate off right quick, get you a stainless steel brush if you got one, if you can. Give her a quick clean. And this bad boy's ready to go in. Again, the fat side is up here, all right? The lean side is down. So what I want to do, I want to be careful, grab this and set her in. Here we go. Ooh, man. Is she ready? All right, here it is. I'm gonna leave her in there without touching it for 2 hours. I'm gonna leave her fat side down for 2 hours. So I'll be back. It's 2:30. I'll be back at 4:30. All right. Y'all remember, y'all keep her cooking because God is good. Bye. What up, peeps? We back. It's been an hour plus or minus. I can't remember what time I put this bad boy in here, but it's been an hour. She's still kicking at a 300 plus, so that's good. And with TxSmky, whenever y'all are cooking and the temperature hovers between 300 and 400, don't panic. There's nothing wrong with it. It's doing what it's supposed to. All right. So this is going to be the first peek. I'm just going to open it up, make sure everything's looking good. Ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam! That's looking pretty. Would y'all agree or disagree? Man, that's pretty. All right, we're going to leave it in there another hour. I ain't going to worry about it. We'll be back. And remember, this YouTube channel is to promote TxSmky. Look at how efficient it is. A 22-pound brisket. I'm gonna cook it in 5 to 6 hours. You know. So, and I'm not claiming I'm smoking it. It's a slow smoke. It's a hot and fast. No, I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is that I could cook a 20-pound brisket in this bad boy right here with 1 bag of charcoal. That's what I'm claiming. I'm not claiming I'm smoking it. I'm not claiming it's a hot and fast cook. I mean, luckily, now that I'm in the industry, I've been kicking it with the few competition cookers, you know. And them dudes, I mean, they're pretty passionate about their competitions, and I don't want to be stepping on no toes, you know. There's a will and there's a way for everybody. You know, everybody has their own lane. If they want to sit there and, you know, cook 10 of them, all right, go ahead, playboy. I ain't got 100 people to feed. So, again, all I'm claiming is that a TxSmky could cook a 20-pound brisket, all right? So, y'all call it what y'all want. But that's gonna be my claim to fame. How about that? Huh? But anyways, it's been an hour, so we'll be back in another hour. I'll show y'all what the next step is. And remember, y'all keep her cooking because God is good. Bye. What up, what up? We back. There's our alarm. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. So now I'm gonna set my alarm to 1 hour and boom, it started. All right, so right here all I'm gonna do is 10 minutes till the 2 hour mark, and I gave myself 10 minutes just so I could I have this bamboo cutting board. So all I do here, I just wrap it on aluminum foil just to help keeping it from getting burnt too bad. So I'll just wrap it in aluminum foil. All right, and there's no right way to do it or no wrong way to do this. It's just wrapped in aluminum foil just to help it from getting burned up too bad. And you're fixing to see why. What up, Junior? What's up, buddy? Huh? What you doing, boy? Huh? Y'all see him? Say hi, Junior. Junior, what's up? But anyways, here it is. All I did was wrap it in aluminum. It's a bamboo cutting board I like to use. And this way, what I'm gonna do here, all right, let's take a peek. Ready? Slow motion. Do 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 do. Whoop whoop. There it is, boys. She's coming along. She is looking good. All right, here. So it's been 2 hours exposed to the smoke from the bottom side. So all I'm gonna do now is lift it up and place this board underneath. All right. There. I'll just lay it on that board and I'll just shove her back in there. There it is. And that'll keep that bottom from burning up too bad. And I know I screwed up the bark here, but it'll be all right. We're gonna make tacos out of it anyways. Well, she's looking good. I'm gonna close her up for another hour. But that's basically it. I'll leave it there for an hour. And then after that hour, I'll come back and I'll wrap it. So that'll give it 3 hours. 3 hours exposed to the heat and the smoke and everything else. So right now it's 4:35. So I'll come back at 5:35 and then we'll wrap her for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours depending on temp. But there she is, TxSmky, blowing smoke. And again, these videos are to promote TxSmky. If y'all want one, hit up the website, TxSmky.com. And if y'all curious about it, y'all share it. I'm also on Instagram on TxSmky, TxSmky on Instagram, Facebook. Y'all help a brother out, help spread the word. But there she is, she's steadily cooking at 300. And like I said in the past, if it's between 300 to 400, leave it alone. Don't panic. It's gonna cook it. All right, I've done, I don't want to say hundreds and hundreds, but I've done a bunch of them. So y'all just keep the faith. Keep the faith. Just watch her blow smoke and enjoy. And again, y'all want one, hit me up. Oh, and also this is for the Father's Day special. I forgot. Father's Day special begins the 1st. So remember, the first 20 who order online on Father's Day, I mean June 1st, you'll get $100 off the cooker, and you'll be able to choose from TxSmky chicken and pork rub, or TxSmky beef and chicken rub. Or if you don't care for any rub, you want a hat, I'll let you pick a hat. So if y'all are interested, check out the website. June 1st, the sale starts. Get yours. All right, we'll be back in an hour. Bye. What up, what up? I'm a little bit late. I had to go to the grocery store and get some groceries we needed. Chips, drinks, ice, you know the whole works when you're having a powwow. But here it is, TxSmky. She's still doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's cooking. All right, so at this point, it's been in there 3 hours. 3 hours in the open smoke, you could call it. And on a big brisket like this, I get the big pans. I don't know what size this is or anything, but I gotta modify it a little bit. I'll bend the front end because of the thermostat, it'll hit. So I gotta bend this in and bend this in because of the curvature of the cooker. But this is I'll use a pan like this to cover it. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, bam! Check it out. She's got some awesome color now. Y'all see that? She is looking good. All right, at this point, remember the butcher, the wrapped bamboo butcher block is to keep the bottom from getting super charred up. So here, I'm just gonna transfer it here. All right, simple. Y'all see me transfer it? I'll close that. And right here, I'm gonna wrap this bad boy. All right. So here, I'll wrap it. And when I wrap, I like to make sure to seal it as good as possible, because I don't want any of that moisture just evaporating away. I want to keep a lot of that moisture and au jus inside the pan, because I'll use it later, and y'all be able to see why. But here it is, right? Here's I got her wrapped and I got her tight all the way around. And here's the front, where this is the front of the cooker. Yeah, it pierced a couple of small holes, but it'll be all right. All right, she's wrapped here pretty good. And this will help cook her, you know. So open her back up. I'm gonna get this bad boy out of here. Put this to the side. I could give this a quick clean while she's hot. Alright, give that a quick clean. Alright, we're fixing to put this bad boy back in there. Boom. You see that? And we're gonna close it. And we're gonna leave it in there. It's 5:40. 5:42. So I'm not gonna come back here 5, 6, 7 till 7 o'clock. At 7, I'll come and I'll probe it. And right here, always at this point, I'll just get her wide open. I want this one to get hot. And again, when you're dealing with TxSmky, put on your gloves. There, see, that helps. Or use some kind of utensil to open up your vents. So I got her wide open, and it's 5:40. So at 7 o'clock, I'm fixing to probe this bad boy. And I'm looking for a temp at 210. 210 temperature. So, but anyways, if y'all are interested in the TxSmky, visit the website and share. Please share this channel. Help spread the word. If you know, if you're not ready to purchase a cooker now for X amount of reasons, try the seasonings. I'm telling you, the seasonings are bangers. That pork and chicken one, man, I stand behind both of them. So if nothing else, you know, just try the rubs. So again, like, subscribe, and share, and keep her cooking, because God is good. Bye. What up, what up? We back. It's been a 5-hour cook at this point. I remember I started at 2:30 and it's 7:30. I'm fixing to probe this bad boy, see where we at. And it's gonna be good. Well, YouTube peeps, I want to introduce to y'all to my brother-in-law, Eloy. What up? He's helping me do the magic. So if y'all want to thank somebody, thank him. And he's gonna help me with the YouTube channel. Actually, he's helping me with that and more. But anyways, all right, here's beef. I'm gonna move the temp on beef to 210. That's when I like to pull the brisket, at 210. So here, all right, I got her set at 210. Let's see where she's at. Here we go. Ooh, she feels soft already. Oh, very little. All right, let's see where she's at. She's climbing, she's climbing, she's climbing. 185, 192. She should be close to 210. Been a 5-hour. It's usually between 5 and 6 hours. And all that depends on the wind. It's like any other cooker. If that wind is just blowing his guts out, well, it's blowing a lot of your heat away, you know. And TxSmky, it's no different. But the beauty with TxSmky, you got vents on both ends. So you could always point her where the wind is gusting in to keep that temperature up. Well, right now it looks like it's 203. And she hasn't moved. So it's 7:30 and it just changed to 205. I mean, she is super close. So just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna leave it in there for another 15 minutes and I'll come back and check her. All right, I'll be back in 15 minutes. Bye. What up? We back. It's been 20 minutes and she's still ain't ready. She's at 207. That'll be all right. She'll get done. I'll be back in 10 more minutes. Bye. Well, there we are, peeps. I finally beeped. Check it out. So this, I started at 2:30. So it's 8 o'clock. So it's a 5.5 hour cook. Yeah, 22-pound brisket. Took half an hour longer than most. But alright, it's done. I'm fixing to take her inside and open her up here in a second. I'm gonna let it rest for a little bit. Alright, I'll be back. Bye. What up, what up, what up? We back. Check it out. First peek. I let it rest for 30 minutes. I got a full house. I figure I'd invite some people over and let them try it. Tell me what they think. There she is, boys. 22-pound brisket. It was a 5.5 hour cook. I'm fixing to move this over, get this bad boy out, and try to find the jiggle. Whoop, whoop. Oh, she ready. Oh, she ready. There's a jiggle. They say if it jiggles, it's ready. Babe, can I get the grease separator? I want to say, I don't know where I left it. ¿Cómo ves, Scarlett? ¿Cómo se mira bien? All right. Let's see what she tastes like here in a minute. Se está grabando. It's okay si sale, Scarlett. O la quitamos ahorita. What up, short stuff? Where's the... Oh, there it is. Here, hold it.
All right.
I usually save the au jus. I'll put that to the side. Don't spill it. Don't spill it. We'll set this here. Get the big boy out. Here we go. Let's see what it looks like. It was a 5.5 hour cook. There it is. She's cooked. Stop being silly. All right, I'm gonna get a chunk of this out, about 1/2 inch, and do the tender. She ready. That's when they say it's ready.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, calm down, Eva. We're gonna try it. You ready? Yeah, we'll try it.
Not the first piece.
We'll try a small piece. Give me a plate so I could cut this up.
One. Right there. That one, yeah.
It's warm, it's warm. Careful. Let Aubrey try some. Yeah, it's gonna be warm. He's like, he's not waiting. It's gonna be warm, bro.
Just grab it, Emma. It's hot. Emma. Aubrey. Bro, do I need to feed you or what?
Calm down. Where's Jackie?
That's good.
Dice que a Jackie le gusta la carne. Try it, Jackie. Ok, ya tenemos batería otra vez. We're live. ¿Qué me dan el brisket? 1 to 10. 9. Eleanor, ¿te gustó la comida? ¿No te gustó la comida? Scarlett. 1 to 10, be honest.
8.
8. 1 to 10, be honest.
9.5.
9.5. Brisket, homeboy.
9.2.
9.2. All right, I'll take it. Oh my gosh. Ay, permiso. Honest. 1 to 10.
8.5.
Louder.
8.5.
Jackie. Honest. 1 to 10. 9. Sweet. There it is. Peeps. Finally, I was recording and then I ran out of battery. ¿Sí te gustó? Mucho poquito. ¿Te gustó? All right. Ok, ¿qué les quiere decir a la cámara? Que compren el sazón.
Compren el sazón y el paquete completo.
El paquete completo. Any words, bro? Anything? Should they buy the seasoning? Yes or no?
Yeah.
To believe, seeing is believing.
Yeah.
Tasting. All right, peeps. I'm out. Bye.
I was built to last with the whips, I'm weaving out the tree.
wanna be the best in the game. Invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain.